Alrighty guys, so welcome back to another tropical weather outlook video. This time is June 3rd, 2026. I'm currently recording this at 12:22, and we officially have the first named storm of the 2026 hurricane season in the Eastern Pacific and the Atlantic region, and that would be Tropical Storm Amanda. So, our area of interest that we were tracking a couple days ago, about a day or so ago, it strengthened into Tropical Depression 1E. Then, as of an hour and 23 minutes ago, it has officially been named Tropical Storm Amanda. So, if we go over to Weatherfront here, new radar application. I highly recommend it. It's one of the best. This is Amanda right here. You zoom in, you can see roughly right about there is where our area of low pressure is. You can see that it's rapidly tightening up. We have these cirrus clouds going out from storm. We have these clouds coming in, wrapping around the main area of circulation. Now, this is currently just a tropical storm. This is a low end tropical storm. And as of right now, it is about, let's see, about 1,900 miles away from land. If we take it from the southern tip of the Baja California, it's about 1,600 miles away from land. So this storm is literally in the middle of the ocean right now. It won't have an effect on land at all. However, we go into our public advisory here. This is the 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 11 Eastern Time advisory on June 3rd, 2026. So our headliner for this advisory: depression strengthens into the first tropical storm of the 2026 Eastern Pacific hurricane season. So the summary of this advisory is about 1,475 miles or 2,375 kilometers west-southwest of the southern tip of Baja California. The maximum sustained winds are at 40 miles an hour or 65 kilometers an hour. Its present movement is northwest or 305 degrees at 8 miles an hour or 13 kilometers an hour. And its minimum central pressure is 1,006 millibars, 29.71 inches. So obviously, because this is in the middle of nowhere, there are no watches or warnings in effect. So, discussion and outlook for Amanda. At 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 11 a.m. Eastern, Center Tropical Storm Amanda was located near latitude 10.6 north, longitude 128.2 west. Amanda is moving toward the northwest near 8 miles an hour, and this motion is expected to continue through Friday. Turn toward the west and west-southwest as slower forward motion is forecast this weekend. Maximum sustained winds have increased near 40 miles an hour with higher gusts. Additional strengthening is forecast during the next couple of days, and a weakening trend is forecast later this week. Then tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 60 miles from the center. The estimated minimum central pressure is 1,006 millibars. Then, obviously, as I said, because this is in the middle of the ocean, our next advisory will be at 2 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time or 5 p.m. Eastern. So, I won't be able to cover this advisory like as it comes out because I'll be at work when that happens. But I might be able to make a quick video in my car about it. So if we go back over here, take a look at our forecast discussion. National Hurricane Center currently has this peaking out at mid to high end tropical storm here in about 36 hours. So around 5 p.m. tomorrow, I believe, is when this should realistically peak. Now, this peak could go higher, it could go lower. This is a reasonable estimate based on model guidance National Hurricane Center has. But as of right now, they have it peaking at 65 miles an hour, about a day and a half, and then slowly weakening. And then by about 4 days out, they have this as a post-tropical low. And then we also, if we go switch over to the Pacific, we also are monitoring 2 more areas of interest here that the National Hurricane Center has marked. So we'll start with our orange here and then go to our lemon. So that both of these are as of 5 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8 a.m. Eastern. This is in the eastern East Pacific. Area low pressure is forecast to form offshore Central America and southern Mexico late this week. Environmental conditions appear conducive for development of the system thereafter. A tropical depression could form late this weekend or early next week, while it moves slowly northwestward or northward. Information chance to 48 hours is low, near 0%. Information chance to 7 days is medium, near 50%. Then for our other storm that we're monitoring, for our other system, this is also as of 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. Offshore southern and southwestern Mexico, an area of low pressure is forecast to form offshore of southern and southwestern Mexico early next week. Environmental conditions could allow for some gradual development of the system thereafter, while it slowly moves generally northward. Then again, the formation chance to 40 hours is low, near 0%. And the formation chance to 7 days is also low, near 20%. So now we jump over to tropical tidbits here. We'll jump over to the Eastern Pacific first. Here is Amanda right here. See, Amanda generally moves off and then gradually weakens. Then we have this new storm that begins developing over here. Move it forward in time. See, we have an area of low pressure that begins to develop. Moves generally north-northwestward. Shrinkens quite significantly around, like it's down to a peak of 971 millibars. So that should be either a high-end Category 1 or maybe a low to mid-end Cat 2. Won't affect any land. Might get some strong waves near this portion of Mexico's shoreline, maybe some tropical storm force winds. However, I do believe that the hurricane force winds should stay offshore. Then, as we go forward in time, the storm moves away from the coastline and weakens. Now, if we jump over to the Atlantic, go back in time. we have something try and develop there in the Gulf, but realistically, that shouldn't amount to anything. As the next frames, it's gone. However, last model frame GFS is also picking up on this area of low pressure during the Gulf of Mexico here. I'm calling it that. I don't care. That generally enters the Gulf of Mexico here, re-intensifies, and then that's the last frame we have, but we could have a tropical storm or a tropical depression here in about 2 weeks' time. And we just got a new model run in. And yeah, really nothing too intense that I'm seeing here. I'm thinking this might just be a tropical depression. However, if you're in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Alabama, maybe even Mississippi and Louisiana, I'd start preparing for a tropical depression just in case. We got a new frame in. And yeah, same thing, nothing too noteworthy there. We jump over to our current storms. I want to see if they have the intensity guidance. And yeah, this is where Amanda, most of our models have it peaking around the 65 mile an hour peak here. None of the models really show anything in terms of hurricane strength. So yeah, wanted this video off with a current satellite loop of Amanda. So just want to say thank you all so much for watching this newest update here, Tropical Weather Outlook video. We'll have another video out hopefully tonight, maybe around 8:30 or 9, depending on if I remember to actually post the video that I record. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.